Good morning, Leland. Happy Wednesday, May 13th out there, everybody. To kick off our morning, I would like to introduce Allie and Noah Schultz, who are going to lead us through the Pledge of Allegiance today. Let me pull them up and share my screen with you real quick. There's their lovely faces.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, guys. Nicely done, and thank you to everybody that's shared themselves doing the pledge. Um, I know that that might not have been the first thing on your mind, but I mean, I think it really helped. It helps me in my announcements get a little bit extra in there, and I think everybody in the community loves to see them. So thank you very much for sharing those with us, guys. Everybody. All right, couple of announcements for today. I don't have too very many. Today, the 13th, is National Third Shift Worker Appreciation Day. So I had to work third shift for a couple of months back when I was in college, and it was miserable. And so, at least I thought it was. So kudos to you, all you third shift workers out there. That is not an easy task. So thank you for everything that you do in third shift, keeping our world going while I'm sleeping. Um, Also, today is National Apple Pie Day, so enjoy some apple pie today. With my announcements today, just a reminder that we've got next week is the last week of lunch and breakfast deliveries. It's going through the 21st will be the last day of food deliveries. If you want some meals for those this last week, you can still contact us and get at it. It's not a big deal. Reminder that we do have the parade route for our seniors this Saturday, and we published the parade route. You're looking at it here. This is a map of Leland. Literally, we are going down every street almost in the town that allows us to kind of loop back into another road. So here is the route. It was all shared on our social media. So if you haven't got that yet, check that out or just ask us if we can email, or you can look at it here too. But we're going to start behind the school. All of the roads are outlined there. And then just additional information if you are coming from out of town, um, to view the parade. We do have parking. We will have some parking in front of the school. We ask that you back into the parking spot so you don't have to get out of your vehicle um, to view the parade. And that there will be some overload parking available, hopefully over on Railroad Street. Same thing. If you back into some of those spots, you shouldn't have to leave your vehicle. And the reason that we're doing this parade in such a large area is to avoid large gatherings of people. So hopefully you can just view this from the comfort of your own porch or your own car if you're an out-of-towner. So please avoid large gatherings of people, okay? We want to do our best to go by the recommended guidelines that we have right now, okay? The south side of the school building will be reserved and blocked off for Leland staff. So if you were coming from out of town and you think you're going to curl in there, those are going to be blocked off for our Leland staff to pay their respects to our graduating seniors. Please also, with there's no public gathering, I know graduation is, hey, we want to get together, hug, take pictures. I mean, and I get that. I feel horrible that I have to say that. Unfortunately, we don't want any gatherings of people on school property taking pictures, okay? I wish I didn't have to say that, but unfortunately, just that's where we are, and we want to stick with the guidelines that are out there, okay? So if you have any questions about the parade route, senior parents, or just even people that are planning on attending, please come or please let me know, and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Other than that, I just have one video challenge to share with everybody. It comes from our middle school and high school guidance counselor, Mr. Epperson, and he just wants to kind of help share his challenge more is about helping others. And so he's got a nice video to share with everybody today. So you should be looking at him.
Morning, Panthers. This is Mr. Epperson, and I have a challenge for you. So, in the middle of all of this coronavirus stuff and all the changes that it's made, it's really easy to feel anxious. It's really easy to just focus on and really worry about how this is impacting me, right? How is this changing my schedule? How is this changing my plans? And so, that type of thinking, that self-focused thinking, really does a lot to increase our anxiety, our depression, our anger, peevishness. And so one thing you can do to help get yourself out of that frame of mind is focus on helping somebody else, right? And so I just wanted to show you one of the things that my family and I are doing to help something, in this case, that needs help. So in our yard, we had a nest of cottontails. You can see they're little bitty. There's 6 of them in the bottom. That's like a half gallon milk container. So there's 6 of them in there, and they were in a situation where they wouldn't be able to survive on their own. So we took them in, and we are kind of nursing them along. So I wanted to show you this morning how we feed these baby bunnies that can't feed themselves yet. So I'll put you guys right there and show you what I got. So this is a medicine dropper, like what comes with Tylenol for little kids. I have little kids, so I have a lot of these around. And this is a medicine cup, same thing. And what's in here is 2% milk. So I go ahead and fill this up. The age of your bunnies is going to determine how much they can take in one sitting. I've read that cottontails open their eyes when they're about 2 weeks old. These guys, their eyes were already open when we found them. So from that we know that they were at least 2 weeks old. We've had them since Friday. So my guess is these guys are about 3 weeks old. So there it is. It's a little baby cottontail. One of the things that I've had to figure out is that when I first pick them up, they're just waking up because they were in there snuggling and sleeping. And so right away when I pick them up, they're not ready to eat. So I pet them a little bit, kind of talk to them, help them wake up a bit before I feed them. Okay. So something else to be aware of is you don't want to accidentally get this up their nose. Okay. Hope you guys can see this. I just stick this right next to their nose. Oh, there we go, you hungry? Good. And they do all the work. The hardest part is to get the milk out slowly enough, because if you push hard on these things, it squirts them right in the face, and that's no good. And that's all there is to it. So I go nice and slow, and it takes a few minutes, so it's kind of hard. We have 6 of them right now, and so it takes probably 5 or 10 minutes for each rabbit. Oh, hi. And when I first got them and tried to feed them, so a couple days ago, 3 days ago, they would only take maybe a half of a milliliter. And I think part of that was because they were a little scared. So we've had to help them get used to us and realize that I'm not going to eat them, but that I'm here to help them. So that's my challenge to you, is to find somebody or something that needs help and figure out what you can do to help them. It could be your brother or sister. It could be your mom or your dad. It could be your grandma or grandpa. It could be your neighbor. It could be anybody. A lot of people need help right now. And it doesn't have to be just physical help, right? It doesn't have to be feeding somebody that's hungry or, you know, something like that. It can be emotional. You know, maybe your grandma just needs somebody to talk to, so you can call them. Maybe your little brother or sister just needs some encouragement, or your big brother or sister even. So, Panthers, go find a way to help somebody who needs help. From me, my family, and all 6 of our baby bunnies, remember, excellence has no finish line.
Excellence has no finish line.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Epperson, for the sharing that video with us. It's a cute way to start your day, but also a good reminder. I think, you know, like he said to start his video, I think a lot of people, during this time specifically when we're supposed to be staying at home and, you know, you're kind of socially isolated, you think about yourself a lot, you know, like me this, and you know that can come with some anxiety, and that can come with some struggles. And one of the best ways to kind of help yourself is to actually help other people. You know, put some of your efforts into other people or other things. In his case with the cottontails here, you know, it's a good thing to keep in mind. So it's a nice challenge and a nice video, Mr. Epperson. Thank you very much for sharing that with us today. So yeah, I think that concludes my announcements for today. I hope everybody has a great Wednesday. Stay healthy, stay safe, and remember that excellence has no finish line.